Hi, this is Dorothy Smith. I'm a close to my heart independent consultant, and today I'm showing you a special from our catalog called Oh My Heart. So it's perfect for Valentine's. All these little cards are Valentines, and they come with pink envelopes that are adorable. You cut your own card, and the cards are 3 by 4. So they're nice little Valentine cards. And there's a lot of cutting here, so you don't have to cut for the 40 cards. You could just make however many cards you want. And I went ahead and made the 3 scrapbook pages because that's what I love to do. And it comes with, along with all this really fun paper, it comes with a full-size stamp. So very cool. And, you could use this for Valentine's. You could use it for birthday. You could use it for just whatever. Even have a little blue in there for the boys. And look how adorable those little hearts are. And here is the sticker sheet, a very fun sticker sheet with that cute little Volkswagen down there. And you get a lot of cardstock. You get lots of the white daisy for cutting your cards. You get pieces of ballerina, pixie there, and this is candy apple. So gorgeous color red. So here we go. Get my instructions, put the things away I don't need at the moment. And I'm going to use my close to my heart layout mat. So I can just kind of center the paper there, and I can kind of eyeball where to place things, like at 2.5 inches or 3 3/4 inches. And these are the pieces that I've already cut for this 2-page layout. And so I'm just going through and sorting and making sure, I've got all the pieces. Those are 1/2 inch pieces and 3/4 inch pieces and 1 inch pieces. And the layouts are easy to make. The cutting is pretty simple for the layouts. All of the layouts of the cards, they're all labeled project 1 through 40 something. So you can go through there and you can pick out for project 1, 2, and 3. You can pick out the pieces to cut for the scrapbook pages. So that's very simple. Now, normally our scrapbook pages don't have stamping on them. Of course, you can put stamping on them if you want, but normally we just use die cuts and stickers. But this one with the cute card stamp has stamping to go. So it was really nice to do the stamping with, so I'm going to stamp in candy apple. But it was really nice to do stamping again for the scrapbook pages. Yeah, I just set the pad upside down. Uh-huh. So here I go. I'm going to make a little 1/4 inch strip that has itsy bitsy hearts going all the way down the center. So pretty easy stamping. And done. Pretty quick. So that's going to be going along the top. And then I want to do the other one. So this is the ballerina, and you're using the light side of the ballerina, which is such a pretty pink. But, I mean, if you wanted to use the dark side, believe me, the candy apple red is bright enough that it will stand out even on the darker side of the ballerina. So whichever you choose. I even went into my stash of ribbons and found, I'm not going to show it here, but just for you to think about, you can add heart ribbons. I have probably 4 rolls or 5 rolls of ribbons that are perfect for Valentine's that have hearts on them. And you could totally add those heart ribbons to your layout. So I flipped over my layout board to use the soft side, which is good for stamping. If you use the soft side of the layout board, then you don't really have to use the little foam piece that comes in with every one of our stamp sets. So I'm going to be doing, using some of the stickles on this. And if you notice, I've got long sleeves and they're kind of floppy. I would suggest not doing that because I smeared my stickles. So I would use either a shirt that, if it's long sleeve, it buttons at the wrists, or put a shorter sleeve shirt on. So when I went to check on if my stickles were dry, I found one of my stickles was all smeared. It's like, okay. So what you can do is scrape off the glitter after the glue dries. So, not a big deal, but, it was chilly here, so I was wearing long sleeves. So, I mean, how simple is that? We've got, like 1-inch strips and 3/4-inch strips, and then that's the little X and O, that's a zip strip taken off of one of the text background and texture pages. And this is a 5x7 picture is going to go on here, and you see I'm having problems with my Tombow roller, but I want to use up the rolls, so I don't want to waste the runner. So bear with me, please. But this is going to be a big 5x7. So if you have a picture of you and your honey, or of all of your kids, then a nice big 5x7 is perfect for this. So these stickers just are so cute. So we're going to use, down at the bottom there, we're going to use one of the, I'm going to put the title on first. You Stole My Heart. Of course, I'm going to do it backwards.
Well, there's like a little drama in the movie.
Oh, my husband just came in. He poked himself and he's bleeding. Are you okay?
Yeah.
A
Little blood in the movie.
little blood in the movie. Okay, okay, so You Stole My Heart is going to be the title of this. And, stickers, so, I mean, how easy is this to have such a cute little title? So it's for whoever stole your heart. It could be your hubby, could be your boyfriend, it could be your children, could be your dog. Your dog can certainly steal your heart, so you can put a picture of whoever stole your heart up there. And then there's a little love sticker, and here comes, I love this scallop sticker. So you just go a little bit below the top and a little bit above the bottom. And no measuring, just eyeball. And then you can stick it back. So, and it'll stick. Yay. So you can use it for another layout. So I'm just checking my instructions. The instructions are really very simple. So this is, we're going to use silver stickles. And the stickles, when you blob them out there, they're raised. For those of you who haven't used stickles before, they are just using, in the instructions, it just says to use silver. But I have pink and silver and red, and I wanted to use all my colors. So that was the pink taffeta, and then this is, I forget what kind of red it is, but it's a red stickles. So we now sell stickles, which I love stickles. But what I was going to say is, when you put the blob down, it looks like it's going to dry in a little lump. But it doesn't. It dries totally flat. But it does take a while to dry. And so, see, 5x7. We get it, Dorothy. You need to set it aside, and when it looks flat, then you want to test it and make sure it's dry so that you don't smear it. but it needs to go sit by itself. And don't let anybody put anything on top of it. So, layout 1 is done. I mean, how that was really, pretty quick. So here we go. Now I do have this speeded up some. So this, obviously isn't real time. I can't move that fast anymore. I can't think that fast either. But so I do have it speeded up. I'm trying to think. This maybe took me a total of, but I had to, let me think. So 34 and then another 17 is 34, 44, 48. So I would say this took me probably 50, 55 minutes to do all 3 layouts. So really not too bad, but I've got it speeded up so that you can see it. And I didn't want to speed it up so much that it's, you miss stuff. But I'm down to like 34 minutes for this. So I took off, well, almost 30 minutes. So I say that to you so that you know how much time it took me in real time to do it. And I have to say, my nails, I had to get my nails done because I was doing so much work trying to organize my office. I was putting furniture together and put several pieces of odds and ends together. And man, I was looking sad. I had big chunks out of my broke fingernails and broke chunks off my nail polish. So I'm back to being good. I live in Plano, Texas. And so the ladies at Signature Nail Salon in Plano, at Coyton 121, if you live in this area, they're just so nice and they take such good care of me. So I really appreciate it. And my nails look so much better. And I didn't really pick out the color because of what I was going to do. But I have to say that the pink nail polish, it's Next Gen Gel, is perfect with this layout. So I'll take luck any day of the week. Okay, so here is the other piece of scallop. It's going to go to finish that end off. And then we put, oh my God, this. Okay, so here is the journaling. That's so cute. I love that little journaling. That's one of the cutest journaling things we've had. And then 2 4x6s are going to go here. See, I use my fingernail as a screwdriver. I have to tell you that the Next Gen nail polish lasts like nobody's business. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of leaving kind of an empty space behind that one area that overlaps because I want to be able to put a picture behind there without having to lift it up again. So it can kind of just slip in behind the other photo mat. So now this, I have to say that this this little stamp is so cute. It's got some different size. It's got like 3 different size hearts on there. There's an itsy bitsy one, and there's a real cute tic-tac-toe for putting hearts on. And there's going to be a cluster. Now what I'm doing is, and I didn't get my pink ink pad. So I'm doing 2nd generation. So I'm taking my candy apple and doing a 2nd generation stamp. So it's sort of pink. And then the little heart will be the candy apple. So it makes the 2nd generation look pink. God, I just love how bright that candy apple is. That's a great color. And then I'm just going to scatter some of the stickles around in the hearts. And see, the sleeves are getting in the way. It wasn't a smart move for me to wear long floppy sleeves while I'm scrapbooking. And it makes a nice little cluster, adding the, so I'm going to add the pink taffeta stickles too. And it's always good when you're doing things to kind of put them, you know, using odd numbers of things can, you don't want to make things too symmetrical or too even. You know, go for the random look. So we're just kind of making some little dots next to the cutie pie. And they just have a couple of stickles dots, but in the phrase, too much is not enough, that's where I'm going. I wanted to outline that journaling card in dots of stickles, and I love the way it looks. So when I look at this layout, there's some empty space up there. I mean, you have to learn to like negative space, you know, space that isn't being used, because you don't have to fill up every inch. But I will tell you later on, I am going to put one of my Valentine ribbons right under that candy apple strip at the top. So there's going to be a third strip up there, just because I can't handle it. And they're such cute ribbons. They're from close to my heart from probably several years ago. And, you know, I just never really used them. I'm not inclined to make Valentine's cards. But, you know, I pulled them out and I thought, okay, I'm doing this, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Valentine's ribbons. Now I'm raising the little heart so that I can slip the picture underneath the heart. That's my thing to do. So there we go. I think it came out real cute, and I think it's going to look real cute to have another line of ribbon hearts going along the top edge there. Okay, so this one didn't really do much for me when I first looked at the picture in the page, but I have to tell you, so you can tell the difference between the light side and the dark side. So we're using the light side. And this white cardstock was cut at 11.5 by 11.5. So just, you know, 1/4 of an inch of the light ballerina sticks out all around. What was I going to say? Oh, the pictures, even in our catalog, even though we have a beautiful catalog that is, you know, great at printing with true color and everything. When you see things in real life that you think, oh, I don't really care for that, when you see the picture, when you see it in real life, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I really like that. Wow, I never would have done it unless I really kind of had to. And I really ended up liking this one page layout. And this is kind of an interesting thing. So these little boxes are 1.5 by 1.5. Okay, so little squares, you just cut a 1.5 inch strip and then cut, you know, a bunch of pieces at 1.5. And this is making kind of a frame around the picture. And so it kind of looks like it's going to be, you know, a little tedious to do, but they make it easy. So I'll show you. I'm just making sure I've got all my pieces where they belong. So, see, I'm missing a box there. At least I think I am. So the thing to do is first, this is where I'm going to use the edges of the layout board there. So the zip strip is going to get stuck into place with my Tombow. And then the little boxes, the 1.5-inch boxes, will go above that. So the measuring will be absolutely minimal. Now this stamp is just kind of interesting. Okay, it was like, okay. So I am stamping it in my favorite intense black stamp, and it's going to go along the top. Okay. Kind of reminds me of eyelashes or something. But then what's going to make that cute is dangling little hearts from it. So first I need to put my zip strip in place. And that's going to, woohoo! So I'm going to get everything all lined up perfectly so I've got it, I can measure correctly. So I'm going to go at 3, I think 3 to 3. So when I've got that, then I can put those boxes in place because the bottom ones will sit right on top of the zip strip. Now this is that same little strip of teensy little hearts, and I'm making a line below, which kind of ends up, I'm kind of making a road, but I don't realize it. And that's where the car is going to go. And there were these kind of pink blobs running along the bottom. And, you know, when I read the instructions, it said the washi tape stamp. And I thought, oh, we have a washi tape stamp. And so lo and behold, there's this little bitty, there it is. You can tell it's little, excuse me, raggedy edges, like you've cut a piece of washi tape on the serrated edge. Of course, I don't have, well, there it is. There's my pixie. Okay, so I'm going to do the little washi tape stamp in pixie and just kind of run it sort of edge to edge. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I kind of didn't do an even stamping on that one there. But this is what's cool about clear stamps and clear blocks, is you can perfectly place the ink up your stamp again, and then perfectly place it over and fill in the gap that you missed. So that is what is so cool about, you know, our clear stamps and the clear blocks. Okay, so that's going to be the little road. So I'm just going to put that in place, put my little picture mat there, and then just kind of figure out, the easiest thing to do is to start at the bottom. So I'm going to go over 2 3/4 inches and put the first one in place at the bottom. So 2, then the next one. I am having fits with this Tombow. Oh, I ran out. It's really a fit. So, and you're only leaving like 1/8 of an inch gap, just a little bit of a gap between the pieces. So that's pretty easy to do. It's pretty easy to get them straight because you're going along the edge of the zip strip, and they make it really easy for you. So we go, there's one more. The blue one goes there. And then I'm going to work up from there. And the way they have these laid out is pretty simple because they stack. So they're going to go up from the bottom. So you're getting it straight and you don't have to measure. So get that one in place. And there will be overlapping. When I put the picture mat down, there's going to be an overlapping of the mat on top of the boxes. So this ends up being sort of a frame for the mat and for your picture as a result. So I didn't really understand what I was going to do with all these little squares, but it ended up being a pretty cute idea. I still say that looks like eyelashes up there. Okay, so there we've got that. And then I'm going to come down and just do a quick, it's, yeah, an inch and a quarter. So my nice clear ruler walked off. Do I think that my husband maybe moved it? Could be. He's starting to build a plane again in the garage. So that's why he came in to say he was bleeding, because the crate just got delivered today, and he's taken the crate apart and he's making a video of the crate. He's making his own unboxing video. And he stuck himself with a staple. I don't know what happened to my other hand. I don't know why it's not in the picture. There we go. See, it comes out looking pretty cute. I like it. Ah, he was probably calling me. It's no fun to deal with that Tombow thing. I should have just packed it up and sent it back to them. Okay, so now I'm going to put my photo mat in place and then put my photo placeholder in place so you can see get a better idea of what it's going to look like with a picture. It's going to be really cute. See, I think I'm finished with stamping, but I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to put this is the title, name of the paper, Oh My Heart, and that's going to be the title for this page. Just poking at the centers. My tweezer is also missing. I can't imagine. He may have walked off with that too. I'll blame it on him anyway. Okay, here comes this cute little, I think it's a Volkswagen. How adorable is that? So see, little Volkswagen, little red Volkswagen, which, you know what? I bought a Volkswagen on my waitress tips in college, and I drove that all over Louisville, Kentucky. I wish I didn't sell it. That would have been fun to be able to take with me. So this is going to be Oh My Heart. Look at that A. Is that cool? I love that A. Wait till you see the H. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that H. Okay, so there we go. Oh my heart. Whoops, my O came off. Oh no. I haven't figured it out yet. So the next thing we're going to do is take there we go. I think some of the, when it came off, it pulled some paper along with it, so that's why I put Tombow down. So now I'm going to, there's a little group of things down at the bottom next to Oh My Hearts. I only thought I was finished stamping and I wasn't. So here comes this cute little arrow. Cute, right? Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's inking cute. So I'm going to take my pixie and candy apple and use the little bitty heart and put some little hearts there. I decided to use a second generation. It looks like it perfectly matches the color of that heart. I mean the word heart. So now we're going to finish off this little, whatever you want to call this. I guess it's sort of like a banner. So I'm going to dangle hearts from these strings. So I want to make sure I don't get extra ink where I don't want it to be. See, that one had to get, not all the ink came off, so I could, once again, fix the boo-boo with the clear stamps and just stamp right over it perfectly. Look at how that finishes the Hobbit. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. I had no idea that this would be that cute. When I looked at it in the instructions and even in the catalog. I mean, it just doesn't come across as being this neat looking until you see it in kind of person. And watch out, here comes the stickles. So the banner string is going to get outlined with silver stickles. I have to tell you, I love making those dots. I don't really know how long. I let them sit overnight so I wouldn't get near them and decide to touch them and mess them up. But I would let them sit for quite a while before I would stack them. So, my goodness, it's just too cute. And so now we're going to do some little dots around the H, because how cute is that? And you can't have too many. And then put some little dots of stickles, some little stickle dots in the little grouping down there. Had to add some pink. And then I am going to put rather large blobs of red for the hubcaps. Now you could stamp, it would be very cute, you could stamp a red heart in the middle of those wheels for the hubcap. But there's my layout. You know what I didn't put on there? I didn't put some journaling strips. I forgot I've got some journaling strips that are 1/4 inch in white. I totally forgot about doing that. Okay. Okay, this is a great kit that is only available to the end of February. But if you want to use it for Valentine's cards, I would put it in as soon as possible, and it shouldn't take you too long. It'll give you enough time to make some Valentine's cards for your kids or your friends or your coworkers or family. And I hope you enjoyed it. This was fun to do. I like the way my scrapbook pages came out. Now I'm going to go work on the cards. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. Look at those nails. See? Cute and perfect with this scrapbook page. Bye.